Well, hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you're new, welcome in. I appreciate you giving me a shot today. Thank you so much. If you're a returning Tropical Tarot person, welcome back. I really appreciate you guys. The community we have built is absolutely fantastic, so I want to thank you guys so much. What deck am I going to use? What deck? We'll use this one. This is a very different deck. This is the Tarot of the Divine. It's inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales. We'll even show the book off, or the thing. It's very cool. So we're going to use this deck. Don't know why, but I feel like I should use it. So that's what we're going to do. So this is a reading for Sagittarius for the third week. In March, we're going to focus on your past, your present, and your current energies and see where we're going for you. So, in the past, for the Oracle cards, you have the Fates. Flexible is your current energy, and in the future, you have time for a nap. I can relate to that one, time for a nap. All right, so... in the past, you have the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Current situation is the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Two of Wands. In the future, you have the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups. Overall energy for the reading is the Devil. The Devil. This reading is for a Sagittarius that is attached to something. So the devil signifies the 7 deadly sins, but most importantly with the devil is the reverse of the Lover's card. So this is a different deck, so I can't show you what I would normally show you, but on the Lover's card, 2 people freely walk up to an angel and come into union together. On the Devil card, 2 people are chained to each other and walk up to the devil in this chained ceremony kind of thing. So, what the people on the Devil card don't understand is that the chain is big enough that they could remove their head. So my whole point in this is that the overall energy for this reading, Sagittarius, is that you're attached to something, that you might be codependent with something. The devil it's just, what are you attached to? So if I ask you that question, I'm sure right off the bat you can think of 1 or 2 things that you're attached to. And that's what this whole reading is about. So, we're just going to go and get right into it. So, Sagittarius, you've got the Four of Swords in your past. So, there was some time when you were a little overstimulated by your thoughts, and it was time for you to rest. You have the Five of Swords here, too. So, you needed rest in the past, and then the Five of Swords is, the Five of Swords is about, like, you ever get into a really big argument with somebody that you really love, and it goes around and around and around for, like, hours, it seems, and you never get to, like, a good place. You know, you never get to that, feeling of that things are good. But you do. It's very interesting. So I feel like something in the past made you feel like, okay, I need to take some rest. I need to, like, just figure out myself. I need to just chill out a little bit. And then you had, some fighting with this person, some sort of argument or something, but it kind of gave you a realization of what you really want. And what you really want is the Ten of Cups. What you really want is wish fulfillment with other people. Ten of Cups is like the epitome. This is a fantastic card if this was all by itself or if it was right here at the end. But what I see is that you're in a situation that gives you, what it gives you is torment. I mean, look at this lady on this Five of Swords. She's got her hand in her head in her hands, and she's just like, I have had enough. So I feel like something in the past you've had enough with, and you really were expecting it to be the Ten of Cups. You were expecting it to be wish fulfillment with somebody and the ultimate in love. But I feel like it wasn't. This situation in the past was fated. It was destined. It was supposed to come in. It's a part of your path. So we're going to go into March week 3. So in March week 3, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is about, being in your work and focusing on your work. So I feel like you understand that this situation from the past wasn't necessarily what you wanted. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on your work. And you're kind of looking towards the future for something new. So anytime I do a big reading like this, Sagittarius, the middle card's always you. And you're showing up as the Three of Wands. So Two of Wands, which we're going to get there because it's over here, but Two of Wands is about manifesting. It's about thinking about what you want. It's about, dreaming and imagining. And then the Three of Wands is actually looking out to the universe and saying, where is it? Where is it? So I feel like March week 3, you're going to be focused on your work, but then you kind of say, all right, I've been focused on my work for long enough. Where is this thing? Where is it? And that's the way you're showing up, is that you're just waiting for your manifestation to come in. But I feel like you kind of need to take a step back. Because even though you have this huge desire to go in a new direction, this Three of Wands, the one that I talked about where you're looking out into the world and you're saying, what is next for me? Where is it? I like that the image on this is her climbing a ladder. Because it's almost like you're just like, okay, well, I want to go towards the new thing, But then you kind of need to take a step back. So you can't go towards the new thing if you haven't fully imagined it, right? If you haven't fully thought about exactly what you want it to be like. I feel like this is a love reading, but it might not be. No, it is. It is. This is about love. So I feel like you had somebody in your past that you were attached to, that you were probably codependent with, that just caused issues, and you wanted it to be better than that. So it's like this middle week is you just kind of doing you stuff. You're working, you're looking, and you're saying, hey, where is this new thing that I created? And then it's almost like you go back into manifesting mode. So instead of like being in receiving mode, you want to be in receiving mode. Like that's your goal. But it's almost like, okay, wait, it's not there. So you're like looking for the thing that's supposed to be coming around, and then you're like, whoa. I need to back up a little bit. I need to take just one step back and think about what I really want. Like, did I really plan this out? So I feel like you go from looking for it to being like, hey, wait, let me tweak this, right? Let me tweak this a little bit. Let me say exactly what I want for love. Let me say exactly what I want. Because this Two of Wands is about imagining. It's about, thinking about if you do want new love, what will it look like? What will it feel like? That's the most important thing in manifestation. So if you want to manifest something in your life, you got to feel it first. And not just feel that, but I would say if you want to feel love, this is for anybody, whether you're Sagittarius or you're anybody. If you want to feel love, think about the times where you felt the most love. So maybe you can't get specific and say, when I meet this new blonde hair, blue-eyed, beautiful beauty that comes into my life, when I do that, if you can't flat out say, like, this is what I want to go towards, basically you can't go towards it. So anytime you want to manifest anything, this is what I was talking about. So anytime you want to manifest anything, if you can't think of that exact girl or that exact boy that is going to ring your bells and make everything super awesome, then think about, instead of wanting and desiring and thinking about, how am I going to find this new person, blah, 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 just think about the most beautiful love moments you ever created. Not created, but like, go back into your past and think about the one moment with your ex-girlfriend that you just felt fantastic, and play that over and over and over and over and over again in your head. And don't get the attachment to the ex-girlfriend or the ex-boyfriend. Get the attachment to that feeling where you just felt total and complete love. And think about those things over and over and over again, daily, and new love will come in. So if that's what you want to do, if you want to manifest something, if you want to manifest love, I just told you how to do it. You got to do it every single day, and you got to have a good positive attitude at the start of every single day, and you got to just stay happy. You stay happy, all the things that you want will come in. So that's enough of Chris's little speech about manifestation, but we will move on. So I do have to finish up March week 3 a little bit. Like I said, March week 3, I think, is going to just be about you. It's going to be about figuring out what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do. You're focused on work at that current time. You also have this flexible card. This card I adore. Because of the message of this card is to be as flexible as a palm tree in a hurricane. So, for March week 3, Spirit is asking you to be flexible. If you've never seen a palm tree in a hurricane, they can bend, especially like the really tall, skinny ones. They can really bend. I mean, almost a 90-degree angle from the earth. And then, like magic, they pop right back up in a couple weeks. So be flexible in March week 3. So we get into March week 4. You have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is feeling trapped by your thoughts. On the traditional tarot decks, it has a lady, and she's all bound up like this with a blindfold on, and there's 8 swords around her. And swords are thoughts. So she's surrounded by her thoughts. She can't move and she can't see. In some of those decks, it talks about just wiggle a little bit. Wiggle a little bit, and you can get yourself free. Once you get yourself free, you can take your blindfold off and you can see the world for what it truly is instead of a fear-based thing. Think of 90% of your fears. Do they ever really come true? And if they do, even if your fear comes true and say you have an end of something, that's not the end of your life. That's not the end of the world. Like, unless you're a stuck person that can't move beyond it, you will move beyond it, right? So whatever this thing is that's keeping you stuck, you have major intuition coming in the future that's going to tell you that you need to leave. I don't like saying that, but it's true. So you also have 3 8s, which I find really interesting. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups. The thing that you're missing is the 8 of Wands, which is fast-moving energy. So this is not moving quickly. And that's probably one of the big struggles that you have with this situation, is that it's not moving quickly. Okay, so 8 of Swords, like I said, feeling trapped, and like I said, this bottom row is very clear to me. You go from feeling trapped to your intuition telling you to go. The reason that I say telling you to go is because you get the 8 of Cups. What's sort of interesting, this deck is very magical and very different than any other deck that I have, and I have a lot of decks, which I like. Anyway, this 8 of Cups is almost very typical of the 8 of Cups. So there's 8 cups, right? There's 8 cups, and the person leaves the cups. So cups signify love in tarot, and it's like you built 8 cups. You got to 80% of your love with somebody, and you know at this point, the High Priestess is your intuition. She's card number 2 in the tarot deck, and all of the emotion in the entire tarot deck flows from her. So your intuition is telling you that you should leave. Your intuition is telling you that you will never get more than 8 cups out of a person. So if you imagined 2 of Wands, if you imagined what you wanted your love to be, right? You wouldn't imagine, hey, I'm going to love somebody that'll only give me 80%. I'm going to love somebody, but I know they're going to hold back this chunk. You wouldn't do that, right? You're in a situation right now where somebody's only going to give you 80%. You're only going to get 8 cups. And in March week 4 or beyond, you're going to walk away from this situation because you're feeling trapped by it. And you have very strong intuition that you will only get 8 cups out of this person or this situation, and it's time for you to go find your 10 cups. I feel like this situation in the future, so beyond week 3, I think it could be kind of intense for you to realize that. I mean, honestly, that is a difficult thing to understand, that you're trapped, that, you know, and your intuition's telling you to go. So you have the time for a nap card. And I just noticed this beautiful fox on the moon. Kind of gave me a sense that when you do take a nap, that Spirit is holding you. Like, they're right there with you while you're resting. And that's beautiful. So, pretty clear message for you. Very clear message for you. So, you're going to be walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. And instead of looking at that as a bad thing, look at it as a beneficial thing. You don't have to be with somebody that would only give you 80%. Go for more. So, all right. I have been doing these spirit animal cards for every sign for the past couple weeks, and I'm going to continue to do it because I like it. And your spirit animal is the seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. So it's it matches your reading very much. So watch and wait. Basically, just go through it. Take it every step, day by day. Have a positive attitude and wait for the miracles to happen. Just watch your life and wait. Because I think when you walk away from this, you're going to have something very beautiful come in after that. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. The like button looks like this. It's just below the video. Subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be notified anytime I do a new reading. It'll actually come up on your phone or your computer and say, hey, Tropical Tarot has a new reading for Sagittarius. And if you comment too, if this resonates for you, tell me about it. What are you attached to? Flat out, I want to know. This Devil card, anytime it comes up, I want to know what are you attached to. Is this a relationship? Is this an addiction? Is this your personal addiction and you're going to walk away from it? That could be it. So just tell me what you think. So, Sagittarius, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Thanks.